Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram.
Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama 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 Rama.
Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram.
Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama.
Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram.
Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama.
Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanastu. With grateful pranams, we have offered the Nama flowers at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. We have been seeing for the past few days about the main instruction, main prescription of Bhagwan, that is Nama and Seva for life. We don't have to change anything at all about our way of living, but slowly, gradually, we have to introduce God thought into everything of our daily life. This is what we have been seeing. Now, I came across a conversation in Shri Janardhanan's book, a very interesting conversation. And then I remembered the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, again the conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. And thirdly, I remember a similar conversation between Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Girish Chandra Ghosh. Now we shall see what they have in common. If we take Arjuna and Krishna in the first place, in the 12th chapter, Krishna says, Arjuna, I prefer the worship of personal God to the worship of impersonal God. He makes it very clear. Arjuna puts a question, which is the best of the two? Saguna worship or Nirguna worship? Krishna says clearly, I prefer the Saguna worship
the worship of a personal God. And then he prescribes the path for it. He says, Arjuna, the best is consider yourself as an instrument in the hands of God. And think that I am doing everything through you. God is doing everything through the instrument. He is the operator and you are the machine. Arjuna says, Lord Krishna, it's too much for me. I cannot think all the time. I am Arjuna and I am very, very conscious of it. I cannot get rid of this feeling. I cannot all of a sudden start to think that you are doing everything through me. Not possible at all. Then Krishna says, okay, I shall compromise. We shall come to the next best. You go on thinking that you are doing everything. You are thinking, you are talking, you are doing everything. But at the end of the work, you offer it to me. I am offering this work. I have done this work. I have done this work. But I offer it to you, Krishna. So offer the action itself, just as you would offer a flower at the feet of a deity, you offer your every action to me. Arjuna says, he still pulls a long face and says, what Krishna? What are you suggesting? How can I all of a sudden remember at the end of the action that I should offer it to you? I cannot offer the action to you. Not possible for me. I'm not capable of doing that. Then Krishna says, okay, there is just one more compromise. You can do this. Okay, you are thinking, you are talking, you are doing everything. You don't have to offer the action itself to me, but there is a result to the action. The fruit of the action. You offer that fruit of the action alone to me. You don't have to think that I am acting through you, that you are only a machine and I am the operator. You don't have to think, you don't have to offer the whole action to me, but you can offer the fruit of the action to me, at least the fruit of the action. Now, let us shift to Shri Janardhanan. Shri Janardhanan asks Bhagwan, Swami, what is Guru Deeksha? Yogiji says, the Guru gives a mantra. He empowers the mantra and gives it to the disciple, and thereafter it becomes the responsibility of the disciple to go on repeating it, to go on doing the japa of the mantra. Then Shri Janardhanan asks Bhagwan, then why didn't you initiate me into a mantra? Why didn't you give me any mantra? Then Bhagwan laughs and says, Janardhan, this beggar is no guru, nor are you a disciple. So there is no need for all this Mantra Deeksha. And then after a pause, Bhagwan adds, I should say very cleverly, but you can do one thing, Janardhan. After you sleep through the night, when you get up, you can say, I slept for the sake of God. And then after you wake up, you say, now I am awake for the sake of God. You wash your teeth, you have your bath, and then you say, I have had my bath for the sake of God. And then you eat, and then you say, I ate for the sake of God. So this way, you start doing your business, you earn money, then you tell yourself, I am doing business for the sake of God. I am earning money for the sake of God. So you just go on doing everything for the sake of God. And then when it comes to the night, you say, I am going to sleep for the sake of God. And then Bhagwan laughed and laughed and said, now Janardhanan, we shall light a cigarette. This beggar would smoke, and you can also smoke, and we shall smoke a cigarette for the sake of God. He says it playfully, and then his inimitable, thunderous laughter followed. It's a very tricky conversation. It is much easier to get a mantra which is empowered and repeat it at fixed times. And you can make a habit of it, and slowly, slowly, you can start doing the mantra the whole day. But the second one, where he said it very playfully, and he said it as though it is much easier than anything else. You have to sleep, just as you have always been sleeping. You don't have to make a change at all in your way of life. But remember that you are doing it for the sake of God. Krishna is saying, okay, you just go on doing whatever you want. Think that you are doing it. You don't have to offer the action. You offer the fruit of the action. Here, Bhagwan says, after doing the action, you just have to think that I have done it for the sake of God. It is very difficult to remember every time you do something that I am doing it or I have done it for the sake of God. It involves more involvement from you. Now we shall shift our scene to another conversation between Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Girish Chandra Ghosh. Girish, a very, very intelligent director of dramas, was very popular. It's called, I think, the father of Bengali drama. And he used to write the dramas himself. And most of the dramas were devotional. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa went and saw Prahlada Charitra. And there were other dramas of Chaitanya. So many people, devotees also used to come and see. And they were all appreciation for his dramas. But then, after the drama would be over, Girish Chandra Ghosh would sit with a cup of wine. He called himself wholesale sinner. And if the devotees, highly impressed by his dramas, would visit him expecting a very devoted man. But then he was also very truthful. He did not want people to mistake him for a devotee. So he would welcome the devotees with a cup of wine, I believe. And they would be shocked. And they would visit him, neither his drama. He liked to shock people, but then he was very truthful. Now there is a conversation. After he began to be drawn to Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he could not help going to Ramakrishna. And then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa took pity on him and he said, Girish asked him, please change me, make me a devotee. I don't have any devotion to God. Please make me a devotee. Ramakrishna says, Girish, you cannot think of God all the time. Can you think of God just twice a day? Just before eating once, and just before going to sleep once. Can you think of God twice? Girish shook his head. Impossible. Twice, I have to remember God twice? I cannot do it. You have to suggest something much easier than this. Then Ramakrishna laughed and said, okay, Girish, you hand over all your responsibilities to me. You don't have to feel responsible for anything. Think that all the responsibilities of yours are with me. Hand them over completely and feel free. You give me the power of attorney. Girish thought, oh, here was a very easy suggestion, that he could do it easily because he didn't have to think of Ramakrishna. He didn't have to bear the responsibilities of his life. What could be easier than this? He was very, very happy. But then, it's only when he started, he could not forget Ramakrishna. If he started to do something, immediately the thought of Ramakrishna would jump into him, and then he would think, will he approve of this? How can I hand over this to him? Or is it worthy of handing over to Ramakrishna? This kind of thought began to seize him, and he was unable to forget Ramakrishna. See how tricky the whole thing is. In all the three cases, the master suggests something which sounds very easy. But it's only when you begin to put into practice, you understand how difficult it is. As soon as you get up from sleep, you have to say, I slept for your sake. You have to remember God to say that. So to keep on saying that I did it for your sake or I do it for your sake, you have to remember. You have to remember all through the day, all through the night. That's what it amounts to. But then, Girish Chandra Ghosh became a saint in the end, that so many, even advanced devotees came to him to listen to him, his advice. They consulted him. That was complete transformation. And of course, Krishna was very fond of Arjuna. And he had done whatever he could all through Arjuna's life. And in the end, it is they who became Rishi Nara and Rishi Narayana. So, The conversation that happened with Shri Janardhanan is meant for all of us. Whoever takes this suggestion of Bhagwan seriously and start doing that will soon end up thinking of Bhagwan all the time. There will be no escape from that. So this is how the great masters effect transformation in the disciple, and this transformation is the greatest miracle. We have been talking for nearly 2 years now, miracle after miracle of Bhagwan, how he came to the rescue of the devotees, how he cleared the confusion by guiding them to the right decision, and how he protected devotees from disasters. But the greatest miracle of all is effecting a transformation in the disciple, in the devotee. So, let us follow Bhagwan's instruction, Nama and Seva. Offering everything, doing everything for the sake of God is Seva. Now we shall offer our prayer to Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you to kindly intervene immediately to free the humanity from the clutches of these viruses that have affected the body and the mind, and contain the spread of the disease, and bring back normalcy to the world. And Bhagwan, we also beg you for uprooting the negativities of the mind, and all those people who are already working unselfishly for the sake of the others, please give them protection and all-round welfare. We also beg you for a boost to economy, and we pray and pray intensely for constant remembrance of your name, unbroken, ceaseless chanting of your name. We also beg you to bless us to be fine instruments in your hands, knowing that you are the operator, we are merely machines, so that we could run our everyday life as an offering to you. And finally, we seek that grand, supreme blessing for complete transformation, so that we could see your pulsating, living presence everywhere in everything. And Bhagwan, please bless us to be able to see your leelas in all happenings of life, your sankalpa in all happenings of life, and most importantly, to be able to see your hidden grace even in the most disastrous sufferings of life. Knowing that it's meant for our spiritual growth, and coming from you, it can only be a blessing for us, for our greater good. So if we would be able to accept it as your blessing and be even grateful to you for that. And Bhagwan, we seek your blessings, powerful blessings, for all the species of the cosmos who are at whatever level of being. Kindly give them an uplift to a higher plane. And finally, we seek your powerful blessings again and again and again, 1,000,000 times, to be able to live in you eternally, one with you, with your eternal being. we shall keep on praying and praying for this final consummation. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.